Man, it's looking like Ryan Clark said some things on ESPN that got a lot of people upset. Ryan Clark pretty much just called Travis Hunter a bust. And the reason why Ryan Clark has said something like that is because, as you guys can see right here, the Jags receiver / cornerback Travis Hunter was held out of Thursday's joint practice with Miami Dolphins because of an upper body injury. It says the number 2 pick isn't going to play in the Jaguars preseason finale Saturday night either. Says Coach Liam Cohen said that he considered allowing Hunter to practice, but he wanted to avoid any chance that it could aggravate the injury that had kept him out of the team's 3 previous practices and the second preseason game. It was more like, do we want him now or potentially not play against Carolina in week 1? Cohen said after the workout at the Dolphins practice facility in Fort Lauderdale, it was more just like being smart about the next few weeks because the ultimate goal is Carolina. Could he have probably gone? I think so. If this was Carolina, would he have probably played? Yeah. So we're moving in the right direction, which brings us to what Ryan Clark said. And this is the reason why people was calling out Ryan Clark, because it's like, yo, the take that he had on ESPN, it's like, why would you even say this right now? Even some of his co-hosts looked a little bit shocked that Ryan Clark went in that direction, saying that live on air about Travis Hunter right away, because, you know, people used to wait, you know, a year or two to determine if a pick was a bust or not. But Ryan Clark, he went in, man. You know, he pretty much said that the Jags wasted their number 2 pick, probably, right? So let's check out what Ryan Clark said on ESPN Get Up about Travis Hunter, and then I'll come back with some more commentary, guys. Here's the video.
Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. That helps this YouTube channel continue to grow. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all of my current YouTube videos. Peace.
Obviously, any missed practice time for a player that's trying to be 2 players is gonna set him back a little bit.
So, RC, say to these guys what you said to me in the meeting this morning.
That if he doesn't play both sides of the football, you wasted a pick. You wasted assets. You decided that moving up to number 2 wasn't truly what you wanted to do, because he's not the number 2 pick as a wide receiver. He's not the number 2 pick as a cornerback. He is the number 2 pick if he plays both.
Right.
He is the number 2 pick if he affects both sides of the football. If he doesn't do that, what you gave up, giving up next year's first-round pick to get him is not worth it to play offense primarily or no defense, and vice versa. And so to me, if you have to make that decision based on his inability to physically hold up throughout 17 games, it was a mistake to draft Travis Hunter.
If he predominantly plays offense, catches 70 passes for 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns, and Trevor Lawrence looks like the number 1 pick, he's absolutely worth the...
No, because then you could have got Ladd McConkey last year.
Yeah.
Because Ladd McConkey had 1,200 yards.
But this regime wasn't there last year.
But it's Liam Cohen's problem to fix Trevor Lawrence. It's not Travis Hunter's problem to fix Trevor Lawrence.
No, it's James Gladstone's the general manager. It's his responsibility.
Neither receivers nor corners ever go number 2. That is the rarest of rarities.
Calvin Johnson went number 2. He's not Calvin Johnson.
No, I know that. But like listen, I understand the premise, but the most important thing in Jacksonville is getting Trevor Lawrence to play at an incredibly high level, because he was supposed to at the number 1 pick. And if Travis Hunter is part of that, and he steps in even with the asset given to him and the high draft pick, and he comes in and this offense rolls and Trevor Lawrence looks outstanding, totally worth it.
But he can help on both sides of the ball.
No question.
Their defense only had 8 takeaways last year. Like, you got to get Trevor Lawrence the ball in some good field position.
If Travis Hunter plays both sides and he gets 6 interceptions on defense and he catches 50 passes and Trevor Lawrence stinks, what he does doesn't matter. It's about Trevor Lawrence.
But what our
Trevor Lawrence is responsible for Trevor Lawrence.
I totally agree.
And if he catches 50 passes and he gets 6 interceptions, first off, he's going to be the all-pro cornerback, right? And as an all-pro cornerback who also caught 50 passes, you know what else he's going to be? He's going to be a freaking unicorn, because nobody else in the history of the world has ever done that. And if Trevor Lawrence can't beat Trevor Lawrence that he was drafted to be, and he catches 50 passes, and Brian Thomas Jr. is Brian Thomas Jr., that's Trevor Lawrence's fault. Get a new damn coach, get a new GM, and get a new quarterback, because it ain't his fault.
Maybe 50 catches is a high number. But that's my point, is like, if he is predominantly playing wideout, and he maybe is subpar defensively or only plays in nickel or sub packages,
I can live with
and
that.
he lights it up on offense,
that's okay. But what I'm saying, if he just plays one, it's a loss.
Swagoo, I've been asking all preseason long. Can a man do this? Can a man do what he says he wants to do when this team seems to think he's going to do?
No, it's special packages on defense. They obviously, I think they drafted Travis Hunter because they wanted him to play offense. And I think it's unfortunate because I think I've been in line with RC on that one thing is when he said, I think on defense, if he full-time went there, he would be in one of those corners, one of those Surtain, one of those guys that changes a defense.
Yeah.
So offensively, you did do it because you got to progress your quarterback, and I think you waste him in that way.
I sat with James Gladstone, their GM. He said the reason we moved up to take him is because he changes the math. They feel like he's going to give them an extra player every week that the other team doesn't have. So it wasn't just because they can play receiver.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm the DB coach. What I'm gonna tell every cornerback is every time he's lined up out there, I want you to drive him into the Gatorade.
Okay, so that's what Ryan Clark said about Travis Hunter live on ESPN Get Up. And I don't think he wanted to have that take on air because if you listen closely before they got started with that, one of his colleagues was like, RC, tell me what you said in the back about Travis Hunter. And he kind of put him on the spot. And then Ryan Clark, being a professional, he had to just go off and just say what he said in the back. And I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to make the segment awkward live on air. He got put on blast for what he was saying about Travis Hunter. And that's how he truly feels about Travis Hunter. Now, Travis, he probably would be in his feelings because I'm pretty sure he thought he and RC had a nice little relationship. He just was on the Pivot podcast, did an interview with those guys, and it seemed like, everything was all smooth sailing. They had nothing but positive words for him and all that stuff. And yeah, man, even helped him out with some little relationship advice and stuff like that when he was talking about the situation with his fiance and all of that, man. They didn't have any pushback there. But damn, Ryan Clark just went in on ESPN pretty much saying, he's a bust or not if he doesn't be the two-way player that he's supposed to be. And Ryan Clark is saying, if he's even a great cornerback, he's still going to be a waste of a pick. And if he's a great wide receiver, he's still going to be waste of a number 2 pick, man. So, that's what Ryan Clark said. That's how he feels about it. And like I said, man, his colleague put him under the bus, put him on blast live on TV, told him what you said in the back about Travis Hunter, man. So keep that same energy. And yeah, man, so I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about how do you guys feel about Travis Hunter. Once the Jags develop his body and get his nutrition and everything right, I think Travis Hunter is going to be a great option for any team, man. And that's just my opinion on that. I wouldn't call him a bust. But yeah, that's just my opinion, guys. So like I said, would love to hear yours. Get in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next one. We out, guys. Peace.